a mugging boom. We's a mugging boom. I's a mugging boom. That boo bop boo bop do. I's a mugging boom. We's a mugging bang. I's a mugging boom. Bebop, 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 bebop. Nobody knows just how it started. Somebody blew it through a horn. Somebody played it on the fiddle. Somebody sang it and the song was born. Now it's the craze, the new sensation. It's the song the bands all swing. Now it's the phrase that rocks the nation. Don't try to stop me cause I'm gonna sing. I's a mugging boom. We's a mugging bang. I's a mugging boom. Boo bop dee bop boo bop dee ho. Mugging boom, we's a mugging bang, I's a mugging splash, roof right through, I's a mugging boom, we's a mugging splang, I's a mugging boom, right through the natty do day, Dangle's mugging, old Stephen's mugging. Oh, everybody muggle down. Oh, the mug it. The mug is fast. Can't give you anything but love, oh baby, oh, that's the only thing I've plenty of, oh baby, dream wild, scheme of wild, we're sure to find, baby, happiness, and I guess gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby, baby. Whoa. Diamond bracelets, Woolworth doesn't sell. My pretty baby by the road. Till that that lucky day, oh, this lucky day, you know darn well, oh, babe, I can't give you anything but love.
Jesus gonna be here soon. Jesus gonna be here soon. He's gonna cover us up with leaves in a blanket from the moon. Be here soon. With a promise and a vow, in a lullaby for my brow. Jesus gonna be here, oh, he'll be here soon. I'm not gonna do nothing but wait here. Don't have to shout it out. I got me no reason, oh, and I got me no doubt. I'm gonna get myself unfurled from this mortal, cold up world. Jesus gonna be here, gonna be here soon. I gotta keep my eyes, I gotta keep them wide open, so I can see my Lord. Gonna watch the horizon from a brand new Ford. I can hear it rolling on down the lane. I said, Hollywood, be thy name. Jesus gonna be here. He'll be here soon. Well, I gotta keep myself faithful. You know I've been so good, except for drinking, but I knew that I would, yeah. I'm gonna leave this place a better place than the way I found it was. Jesus gonna be here soon. Jesus gonna be here, oh, he's gonna be here soon. Jesus gonna be here, yeah, oh, gonna be here soon.
Tom Waits, Maybe We Are. Maybe we are all members of an orchestra that is merely tuning up, and our curious trails are random scales for a music that has yet to begin.
Tom Waits on his stage act. I fancy myself more of a storyteller. I talk too much sometimes on stage. When I got to a nightclub and I pay $6, I don't want to hear some guy get up there in a suit and tell me about his old lady, his dogs, and his earth shoes. I want somebody to take me somewhere. Woke up this morning with the cold water with the cold water. I woke up this morning with the cold water with the cold water with the cold. Well, the police at the station, well, they don't look friendly, will they? Don't look friendly, will they? Don't look friendly. Police at the station, will they? Don't look friendly, will they? Don't look friendly, will they? Don't. Blind or crippled, sharp or dull, I'm reading the Bible by 40 wide wall. What price of freedom? Dirty's my road, will I sneak like a baby with the snakes in the buzz? Stores are all open, but I ain't got no money. Ain't got no money, well, I ain't got no money. Stores are all open, but I ain't got no money, well, I ain't got no money, well, I ain't.
Dog and he seems to like me. Seems to like me, well, he seems to like me. Found an old dog and he seems to like me. Seems to like me, well, you see.
Scraping up a little money to buy a bottle of wine. in the graveyard, it was cool and still. Cool and still, it was cool and still. Slept in the graveyard, it was cool and still. Cool and still, it was cool. Well, slip out in a cigarette grove. I was born to ramble, I was born to roll. Some men were searching for that holy grail, but there ain't nothing sweeter than riding the rail. Well, I look 47, but I'm 24. They shoot me away from here the time before. Turn their backs at me, lock their doors now, watch the TV in a window of a furniture store. Woke up this morning with a cold water. Cold water with a cold water. Woke up this morning with a cold water. Cold water with a cold. Thank you, Brooklyn.
More Tom on songwriting. If you can make a little painting for the ears with a few words, well, I like words. I like cutting them up and finding different ways of saying the same thing. I get into a spell and it all comes easy. I don't labor over it. I go inside the song. I think you can make yourself an antenna for songs, and songs want to be around you. And then they bring other songs along, and they're all sitting around, and they're drinking your beer, and they're sleeping on the floor, and they're using the phone. They're rude, thankless little fuckers.
Moving day. I am homeless, but I'm moving. I am homeless, but I am moving. Maybe I'll take the hound down. Maybe I'll take the hound, where the grass is green and the barn is red, and where wind makes the trees look like hula girls. Maybe I'll take the hound down. Maybe I'll take the hound. Old shoes. Off of Tom Waits' debut, Closing Time, 1973. Well, I'm singing this song. It's time it was sung. I've been putting it off for a while, but it's harder by now, 'cause the truth is so clear that I cry when I'm seeing you smile. So goodbye, so long, the road calls me dear. Your tears cannot bind me anymore. And farewell to the girl with the sun in her eyes. And I kiss you and then I'll be gone.
every time that I tried to tell you that we lost the magic we had at the start, I would weep in my heart when I looked in your eyes, and I'd search once again for the spark.
So goodbye, so long, the road calls me dear. Your tears cannot bind me anymore. And farewell to the girl with the sun in her eyes. And I kiss you, and then I'll be gone. I can see by your eyes it's time now to go, so I'll leave you crying in the rain. Though I held in my hand the key to all joy, but honey, my heart was not born to be tamed. So goodbye, so long, the road calls me dear. Your tears cannot bind me anymore. And farewell to the girl with the sun in her eyes. And I kiss you and then I'll be gone. So goodbye, so long, the road calls me dear. Your tears cannot bind me anymore. And farewell to the girl with the sun in her eyes. And I kiss you and then I'll be gone. And I kiss you and then I'll be gone. And I kiss you and then I'll be gone.
Random Tom Waits wisdom. A gentleman is someone who can play the accordion, but doesn't. I guess the only thing I hate is bluegrass played poorly. I worry about a lot of things, but I don't worry about achievement. I worry primarily about whether there are nightclubs in heaven. Half of me, I feel like a jackhammer. I love to holler and stomp my feet and throw rocks. But there's another side of me that's like an old man in the corner that's had too much wine. I'm probably too sentimental for my own good sometimes. You know, I don't like straight lines. The problem is that most instruments are square, and the music is always round.
Seeds. I'm a seed that fell upon hard ground. The hard ground. The hard ground. I am a seed that fell upon the ground. I am a seed that fell upon the ground. I am a leaf that fell from an oak tree, an oak tree. From an old oak tree, I'm a leaf that fell from an oak tree. I'm a leaf that fell from a tree. I'm a stone that is rolling on a rough road, on a rough road, on a rough road. I'm a stone that is rolling on a rough road. I'm a stone that is rolling on the road. You're to sing Green Grass from Tom Waits' Real Gone, 2004 as Miss Casey McGinty.
closer, don't be shy. Stand beneath the rainy sky. The moon is over the rise. Think of me as a train goes by. Clear the thistles and brambles. Whistle, didn't he ramble? Now there's a bubble of me, and it's floating in thee. Stand in the shade of me. Things are now made of me. The weather vane will say it smells like rain today. God took the stars and he tossed them. Can't tell the birds from the blossoms. You'll never be free of me. He'll make a tree of me. Don't say goodbye to me. Describe the sky to me. And if the sky falls, mark my words, we'll catch mockingbirds. Lay your head where my heart used to be. Hold the earth above me. Lay down in the green grass. Remember when you loved me. Remember when you loved me. Tom Waits, nothing's fair. Did I do it all backwards? Did I do it all wrong? Can I pull myself up by the bootstraps of this song? Was I cursed and is it over? Then how long? How long? Nothing in this world is fair. Nothing is fair. When I was born, my folks wept at my beauty. I was the package that all their good luck came in. I was bright and shining, magnetic and flaming. And I was just something that got eaten by the gods. Am I only just the bag that it came in? My parents were good people, Shirley and Raymond. They prayed for a child just like me. They prayed for a child just like me. Sometimes I wonder if there is another life inside of this one I was supposed to live. I've got to go now. See, the train is pulling out of the yard. The train is pulling out of the yard.
October 31st, 2011. Tom on Fresh Air with Terry Grossman asked, if his dad was Spanish. My dad was from Texas, but he grew up around the orange groves in Laverne, Pomona, and ate with the workers in the field and learned their songs. And then when he was college age, it seemed the most appropriate thing for him to be doing would be doing something that incorporated his love of the language and the culture. So he became a Spanish teacher. And when I went to restaurants with my dad as a kid, when the mariachis would come to the table, he knew all the songs, and they were more interested in him. And he would suggest songs and was paying for them to play more and more songs. And by the end of the meal, he would usually get up and leave with them and go to the next gig with them. And we would find our way back to the hotel on our own. Way Down in the Hole, Tom Waits from Frank's Wild Years, 1987. If you walk through the garden, you gotta watch your back. Well, a big yard party, walk the straight and narrow track. If you walk with Jesus, He's gonna save your soul. You gotta keep the devil away down in the hole. He's got the fire and the fury at his command. Well, you don't have to worry if you hold on Jesus' hand. We'll all be safe from Satan. So when the thunder rolls, you just keep the devil way down in the hole. Well, the angels sing about Jesus and His mighty sword, and they'll seal you in their wings and keep you closer to the Lord. Don't pay heed to temptation, for His hands are so cold. You gotta keep the devil way down in the hole. Yeah. Thank you, Brooklyn. Here to perform Long Way Home, the town waits from orphans, brawlers, ballers, and bastards.
Where I stumble in the darkness, I'm lost in a room. Though I said to go before us and show the way back home. There's a line up ahead, I can't hold on very long. Forgive me, pretty baby, but I always take the long way home. Money's just something you throw off the back of a train. But if that tomorrow and a hat full of rain, and I know that I said I'd never do it again. I love you, pretty baby, but I always take the long way home. I put food on the table and a roof overhead, but I trade it all tomorrow for the highway instead. Watch your back if I should tell you that love's the only thing I've ever known. One thing's for sure, pretty baby, I always take the long way home. You know I love you, baby, more than the whole wide world. You are my woman, you know you are my pearl. And we go out past the party lights where we can finally be alone. Come with me and we can take the long way home. Come with me together and we can take the long way home. Come with me together and we can take the long way home.
Tom Waits, Cards. I guess some of us just get the old maid.
Tom on dogs in New York City. Or Brooklyn. After a rain in New York, all the dogs that got caught in the rain, somehow water washed away their whole trail. And they can't get back home. So about 4 in the morning, you see all these stranded dogs on the street and look around like, won't you help me back home? Sir, excuse me, sir, can you help me find my way back home? All makes and models. The short ones, the black ones, the tall ones, the expensive ones, the long ones, the disturbed ones. They all want to get home. Here to perform 219 by Tom Waits from Orphan Brawlers, Ballers, and Bastards, 2006, Tyrant Taylor.
I lost everything I had on a 29 foot. The bomb was buried beneath a mile of mud. Now I've got nothing nothing but the whistle and the steam. My baby leaving on a 219. Now this fella that's preaching about hell and damnation, bouncing off the walls of the Grand Central Station. I treated her bad, I treated her mean. My baby's leaving on a 219. I said, hey, hey, I don't know what to do. Hey, hey, I will remember you. Hey, hey, I don't know what to do. My baby leaving on a 219. Now I've always been puzzled by the yin and the yang, coming from the washer, but it always leaves a stain. The stir and the drang, the luster and the sheen. My baby leaving on a 219. Lost the baby with the water and the preacher stole the bride. Sent her out for a bottle, she came back inside. She didn't have my whiskey and she didn't have no gin, with a hat full of heathers and wicked grit. I said, hey, hey, I will remember you. Hey, hey, I will remember you. Hey, hey, I will remember you. My baby leaving on a 219. On the train you get smaller as you get further away. The road covers everything you wanted to say. Was that a raindrop or a tear in your eye? Were you drying your nails or waving goodbye? Say, hey, hey, I will remember you. Hey, hey, I don't know what to do. Hey, hey, I will remember you. My baby leaving on a 219. I said, hey, hey, I will remember you. Hey, hey, I don't know what to do. Hey, hey, I will remember you. My baby leaving on a 219. My baby leaving on a 219.
Well, you know what? We'll read soon.
I see what you're saying. I think we got time for one more of these. Tom from the Glitter and Doom live stage. Okay, well, we were in Oklahoma for a while. Boy, it's weird in Oklahoma. Well, it's weird everywhere if you think of it like that, but in Oklahoma they've got laws. There's laws down there that are still on the books and they feel compelled to enforce. That's what bothers me, and I'm not traveling with an attorney, so it makes it difficult. You know, you can't wash your car on Sunday using wooled underwear, especially if you're wearing an unusual haircut. I never got the connection there between the haircut and the underwear. The other thing that's weird is that chewing tobacco is strictly enforced. That took some getting used to. What else? You can't photograph a rabbit in the middle of the week for some reason. It's okay on the weekends. I guess they like it better on the weekends. I don't get it. The other thing is you can't eat someplace that is also on fire. That really limited our choices. Okay, let's see. There's something else. Here's another weird one. You can't get a fish drunk in Oklahoma. They just had a lot of problems with that. They finally had to put an end to it. And you can't make a monkey smoke a cigarette. That's the other thing. I know.
Down there. Down here, O Lord. Beneath the stairs. Down here, O Lord, there is a prayer. Way down underneath all these layers, boys. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Come find me, Lord. Come find me. All right, it's time in the program for us to take a little break. So in 15 minutes, we'll be back. We are Bovine Social Club from Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania. Please visit our t-shirt outfit back there. Buy something lovely for yourself. We'll be back in 15.
not get enough. Pain in my heart, little pain in my heart. Stop this little pain in my heart. Stop this little pain in my heart. Someone stop this pain. Come to me, for I'm lonely. Come to me, for I'm lonely. Darling, come to me and be my good girl. For I love you so. Come to me, forget the past. Think of life we have ahead. Baby, come to me and be my girl. For I love you so. Oh. They are getting so lonely, yeah. Like forgetting. Oh, time has come for you and I to get together. It will make you remember. Come to me, alright, baby. Come to me, alright, baby. Oh, come to me and be my girl. Alright, love you so, yeah. Come on now, baby, baby, ram me down. Said I'm down on my knees. Oh, need me some water. Said I need some love just to stand right by me. Oh, you know that these arms of mine, they have to know. That's how strong my love is. Whoa. That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Baby, baby. That's how strong my love is. I'll be the weeping willow, drowning in my tears. And you can go swimming when you were here. And I'll be the rainbow after the tears are gone. Wrap you in my colors, keep you warm. That's how strong my love is, darling. That's how strong my love is, baby. That's how strong my love is. Whoa. That's how strong my love is. I'll be the ocean so deep and wide, and catch all the tears whenever you cry. I'll be the breeze after the storm is gone, to dry your eyes and love you on. Oh, that's how strong my love is, baby. That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is, darling. That's how strong my love is, baby. That's how strong my love is, so deep and wide. That's how strong my love is.
October 31st, 2011. Tom, on Fresh Air with Terry Gross, when asked about his songwriting influences. For a songwriter, you don't really go to songwriting school. You learn by listening to tunes, and you try to understand them, take them apart, and see what they're made of, and wonder if you can make one too. And you just do it by picking up the needle and putting it back down, and figuring out how these people did this magical thing. It's rather mystifying when you think about songs, where they come from, how they're born. Many times, it's very humble and very mundane, the origin of these songs.
Tom Waits, The Mayfly. The mayfly lives for only one day. Only one day. Only one day. I have only one life here amidst all this time that was here before me, and all of the time that will follow after I am gone. When I consider the mayfly and how long I will stay, don't we all really only live for a day? Don't we all really only live for a day? Mayfly.
I don't want to grow up. Tom Waits and Kathleen Brennan. Bone Machine, 1992.
Tom Waits, Traveler. Penniless, derelict, rolling stone. Drifter, vagabond. Rambler, nomad. Pilgrim, waif. Beggar, vagrant. Wanderer, me.
Frank's wild years. Well, Frank settled down in the valley and hung his wild years on a nail that he drove through his wife's forehead. He sold used office furniture out there on San Fernando Road. Assumed a $30,000 loan at 15% and put a down payment on a little two-bedroom place. His wife was a spent piece of used dress jet trash. Made good Bloody Marys, kept her mouth shut most of the time, had a little chihuahua named Carlos that had some kind of skin disease and was totally blind. They had a thoroughly modern kitchen, self-cleaning oven, the whole bit. Frank drove a little sedan. They were so happy. One night, Frank was on his way home from work. Stopped at the liquor store, picked up a couple of Mickey's Big Mouths, drank them in the car on his way home to the Shell station, got a gallon of gas in a can, drove home, doused everything in the house, torched it, parked across the street laughing, watching it burn, all Halloween yellow and chimney red. Then Frank put on a top 40 station, got on the Hollywood freeway, headed north. Never could stand that dog. Here to sing Temptation by Tom Waits from Frank's Wild Years, 1987. Please welcome again, Miss Casey McEntee.
Rusted brandy in a diamond glass. Everything is made from dreams. Time is made from honey, slow and sweet. Only the fools know what it means. Temptation. Temptation. I can't resist. Well, I know that he is made of smoke, but I've lost my way. He knows that I am broke, but I must pay. Temptation, Dutch pink and Italian blue. He's there waiting for you. My will has disappeared. Now confusion is oh so clear. Temptation. 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 I can't resist. Tom on the Glitter and Doom live stage. You know, I've always been a word guy. I like weird words, and I like American slang and all that, and words that are no longer being used. I like to drag them out of the box and wave them around. This is an interesting one. It's amazing how, in addition to punctuation, just a little pause in the wrong place can just completely transform the meaning of something. I'll give you a really good example. You know, you're at the ball game and you got your hot dog and you look around and you say, "Where are all the condiments?" And they point over there and you go, "Oh, okay, that's where all the condiments are." I'm so glad they said it like that, because when I heard it, I heard, "Where are the condom mints?" That's just me, and I have to live with me. I didn't say it back to her or she would have slapped me, but then I thought, that's not a bad idea. Someone could get a hold of something like that and come up with a whole new product. I just offer it to you tonight, and we'll just wait and see what happens.
Also from the Glitter and Doom live stage. Okay, here's something really interesting. I found it interesting anyway, you know. Rats don't eat because they're hungry. They're just grinding down their teeth. And if you don't believe that, well, my dad found a rat in a room, a concrete room where there was absolutely nothing to eat, not even a rock. And he'd been in there for 2 weeks and had nothing to eat. What happened with his lower teeth is they've grown through the roof of his mouth and come out through the top of his head. And his uppers had gone down through his chin and they looked like a little goatee. I know. It's hard for people that are as interested in these things as I am. On accordion, Tyrant Taylor. On guitar, this is Steve Shelton. On the drums, Mr. A.J. Jump. All the way from Paris, France, Mr. Ronnie Bauman on the upright bass. And the lovely and talented Casey McKenzie. My name is Samuel St. Thomas. We're very happy to be here. Here to perform Cemetery Polka. Feel free to dance. By Tom Waits from Rain Dogs 1985, Tyrant Taylor.
Uncle Vernon, independent as a hog on ice. He's a big shot down there on the slaughterhouse. He played accordion for Mr. Rice. Uncle Billmore, Uncle William, made $1 million during World War II. Now the tightwads and the cheapskates, and they'll never give a dime to you. Auntie Min has gone insane. She lives in the doorway of an old hotel. And the radio's playing opera. All she ever says is go to hell. Uncle Violet flew too as a pilot, and there ain't no pretty girls in France. Now he runs a tiny little bookie joint. They say he never keeps it in his pants. Uncle Bill will never live a will, and has a tumor as big as an egg. Has a mistress, she's a Puerto Rican, and I heard she has a wooden leg. Uncle Phil can't live without his pills. He has emphysema and he's almost blind. And we must find out where all the money is. Get it now before he loses his mind. Uncle Violet, independent as a hog on ice. He's a big shot down there at the slaughterhouse. He plays accordion for Mr. Rise.
I was always laughing in church. There's nothing that makes me laugh more than being in a situation when you're not supposed to laugh. Funerals, people, crying, breaking down, telling you their life. Yeah, I'm the worst at that.
The brass ring. Trip, foul up, fall short, blunder, disappoint, get it wrong, stumble, miss, mess up, wrong tree, sinning, blooper, boner, botch, blunder, winning. Make It Rain, Tom Waits and Kathleen Brenner, Real Gone 2004. She took all my money and my best friend. You know the story, but here it comes again. I have no pride, I have no shame. You gotta make it rain. Well, make it rain. Since you're gone, deep inside it hurts. I'm just another sad case on this dark earth. I wanna believe in the mercy of the world again. Well, make it rain, make it rain. The night's too quiet, stretched out alone. I need the whip of thunder when the winds start blowing. Well, I'm not able, oh, I'm not able. Open up the heavens and make it I'm close to heaven, crushed at the gate. They sharpen their knife on my mistake. But what she's done, you can't give it a name. You gotta make it rain. Well, make it rain. Without your love, without your kiss, hell can't burn me any more than this. feet inside a promise that I can't escape. It's the same old world, but nothing looks the same. You gotta make it rain. Oh, make it rain. You gotta make it rain. Make it rain. You gotta make it rain. Gotta make it rain. You got to, got to, got to, got to, got to, you got to, 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 make it rain. I stand on you. I stand alone here. Sing it, make it rain. Well, sing it, make it rain. Well, make it rain. Well, make it rain.
Tom Waits, house. Roof, porch, siding, eaves, yard, window, doors, ceiling, floor, kitchen broom, living room, counter, screen, sweet dream.
Tom Waits' random wisdom. I don't like the stigma that comes from being called a poet, so I call what I'm doing an improvisational adventure or an inebriational travelogue. And all of a sudden it takes on a whole new form and meaning. If I'm tied down and have to call myself something, I prefer a storyteller. I was born in LA at a very young age. I was born in the back seat of a yellow cab at Murphy Hospital parking lot. I had to pay $1.85 on the meter to move. I didn't have my trousers on yet, and I left my money in my other pants. I like smog, traffic, kinky people, car trouble, noisy neighbors, crowded bars, and spend most of my time in my car going to the movies. Chocolate Jesus, Tom Waits, Mule Variations, 1999. Don't go to church on Sunday. Don't get on my knees and pray. Don't memorize no books of the Bible. I got my own special way. I know that Jesus loves me, maybe just a little bit more. I fall on my knees every Sunday to release candy store. It's gotta be chocolate Jesus, make me feel so good inside. Gotta be chocolate Jesus to keep me satisfied. Well, I don't want no Arizona. I don't want no almond joy. There ain't nothing any better. Suitable for this boy. The only thing that's gonna pick me up better than a cup of gold. See, only chocolate Jesus can satisfy my soul. Well, it's gotta be chocolate cheese. Good enough for me. Gotta be chocolate Jesus. Good enough for me. Well, it's gotta be chocolate Jesus. Makes me feel so good inside. Gotta be chocolate Jesus to keep me satisfied. To keep me satisfied. Pimp war. I once got caught in a pimp war at a grease joint at 9th and Hannafin in Minneapolis. I remember I was listening to Dinah Washington sing, "Our Day Will Come." And it was taking on new meaning as I watched a 13-year-old pimp hurling kitchen utensils out the door. He picked up my napkin dispenser and used it as a weapon. They were shooting live ammunition all over our heads. It was a very basic training for everyone present. And it was about 30 below.
I think you just write. You don't try to make sense of it. You just put it down the way you got it. You don't try to organize it or put meaning to it. I think the best thing to do is take pictures of it. It's like you go in there with a safari rifle and a telephoto lens. You just wait in the bushes.
I hope I don't fall in love with you. Tom Waits, his debut recording. Closing time, 1973. Well, I hope that I don't fall in love with you. 'Cause falling in love just makes me blue.
Well, the music plays and you display your heart for me to see. I had a beer and now I hear you calling out to me.
And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. Well, the room is crowded, people everywhere. And I wonder, should I offer you a chair?
Well, if you sit down with this old clown, I'll take that frown and break it. Before the evening's gone away, I think that we could make it.
And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. I can see that you are lonesome just like me. And it being late, you'd like some company.
Well, now I've had two, and I look at you, and you look back at me. The guy I'm with, he's up and split. The chair next to me's free.
And I hope that you don't fall in love with me. Well, the night does funny things inside a man. These old tomcat feelings you don't understand.
When I turn around and look at you, you light a cigarette. I wish I had the guts to bum one, but we've never met.
And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. Now it's closing time, the music's fading out. Last call for drinks, I'll have another stout. I turn around and look at you, you're nowhere to be found. I search a place for your lost face, guess I'll have another round. And I think that I just fell in love with you. And I think that I just fell in love with you.
Tell me, I prayed when I was thirsty, and God sent the rain. I found berries by the side of the road. Tell me, who does God pray to anyway? It must be a lonely job. It must be a lonely job.
I'm on a stage act. fancy myself more of a storyteller. I talk too much sometimes on stage. When I got to a nightclub and I pay $6, I don't want to hear some guy get up there in a suit and tell you about his old lady, his dog, and his earth shoes. Wait, I read this. You want it again? All right.
More cryptic that way.
Yeah, the earth shoes, okay. I want somebody to take me somewhere. Time on achievement. Achievement is for senators and scholars. At one time I had ambitions, but I had them removed by a doctor in Buffalo. You probably know it by now. Right? It started as a cyst. It grew under my arm. I had to have new shirts made. It was awful. But I have them in a jar home now. Want some more?
What do we got? A dream. Everything is numbered. Everything. There is only a certain amount of everything. Laughs, shaves, skinned knees, babies, tears, steaks, smokes, songs, everything. And maybe at the top of the sky you will find the bottom of a boat, and in it is an unshaven god holding a pole, a line, and a float. And dangling from a golden hook is a blue jewel, the one you dreamed about. And the blue jewel is just like your blue eye, blinking beneath your sleepy eyelids. And then way down the rabbit hole you slide and splash into the sea, and the sun comes up, and you are only 7. Then he pulls you into the boat, and that is heaven.
On songwriting. If you can make a little painting for the ears with a few words, well, I like words. I like cutting them up and finding different ways of saying the same thing. I get into a spell, and it all comes easy. I don't labor over it. I go inside the song. I think you make yourself an antenna for songs. And songs want to be around you. And then they bring other songs along. Then they're all sitting around and they're drinking your beer and they're sleeping on the floor and they're using your phone. And they're rude and things, these little fuckers. Oh, I say fuckers. But
That one's worth being read twice. It's so good.
we finish them all off?
That one we haven't done yet.
Instagram @official Jack White Live. Bill Graham Civic Auditorium, very nice black and white photo. August the 16th, 2018. Tom Waits came to Jack White's performance in San Francisco and made all the musicians in the band confirm and pay testament to their love of the religion of music. He also stole Jack's watch. A million thanks and tributes to St. Tom from Jack and the band. Hashtag Jack White, hashtag Tom Waits, hashtag San Francisco. Oh, Tom on Going Blonde. I love it. Tom on Going Blonde. I was doing 120 miles an hour. I was on the way to the airport. I was late. I got pulled over by a cop. He pulled me over, put the flashlight in my face, and gave me the hand-eye coordination. He went back and forth and then said, "What'd you do to your hair? You got a rinse on that?" He was blonde. And we talked about moisturizers. And he said, "Get out of here."
Lotto. Every now and then the world just makes sense. Every now and then the world makes sense. A melody is formed by 8 random tones. A monkey at a typewriter composes a poem, and a homeless man walks into a 7-Eleven, plays his mother's birthday on the lotto, and wins $1 million. Every now and then, the world just makes sense.
Well, we got one more song for you. Come on up to the house, Tom Waits, Mule Variations, 1999. Well, the moon's broken, the sky is cracked. Come on up to the house. The only thing you can see is all that you lack. Come on up to the house.
Oh, your crying don't do you no good. Come on up to the house. Come down off the cross, we could use the wood. Come on up to the house.
Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world's not my home, just passing through.
Come on up to the house.
There's no light in the tunnel, no irons in the fire. Come on up to the house, and you're singing lead soprano in the junk band's choir. You gotta come on up to the house.
Well, come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, just passing through. Come on up to the house. Does life seem nasty, brutish and short? Come on up to the house. The seas are stormy and you can't find no port. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, just passing through. Come on up to the house. can do. Come on up to the house. You've been whipped by the forces that are inside you. Come on up to the house. Where you're high on top of your mountain of woe. audience in there. Thank you very much. Love this place. Love y'all. Wonderful audience.
Jacket.